showtime!
What's up, family? It's your boss, International ZOE. I want to talk about this new segment that I may put on the channel, and I want to title it Hustler's Ambition. The reason why I want to give it that title, because as a world traveler and any other world travelers, I'm sure they've run across this or had an experience with being hustled. And you pick up on some things and you see some things over again and you know how to address them. Now, I've had some serious hustles and some light hustles. And the other night I was out with a friend, and I'm going to call this one When the Rizzers Get Rizzed. Because we're both experienced travelers. But we got a little rizzed last night. But I cut it short so it wouldn't get worse. Now, there's a really popular rooftop bar called 27 Tapas here in Lima, Peru. It's at the top of a hotel, Saloma or something like that. I've been hearing about it, and it was in my list of things to do. So I said, okay, I'm going to check it out. And I heard it was a nice vibe. And I told my boy Tay, yo, that's where I'm going to be. Come through, hang out. So, I get there first. You got to check in downstairs at the hotel. And I guess one of the receptionists or, the ladies who stand at the door at restaurants, they have the same type of thing. Hostess. There's a hostess downstairs in the lobby of the hotel, and she brings you up. So they bring me up. They tell me we only have the high tables available. Sometimes in restaurants, they don't have the regular seating for meals. It's just a high table. And I'm like, does it have a view? And they said, yes. I was like, cool, give me the high table. It's no problem. It's just going to be me and my boy. So the high table is actually nice. It's a beautiful view, but they do have other views in there. They have a pool view. People were in the pool when I first got there, and they have like these beach chairs. So they got a few areas, but overall it's a really nice place. But it's 27 tapas, which means it's almost like 27 sampler plates, so it's not like a real place to go and say and have a real meal. Like, the portions are so small that I got a ceviche and a fish and chip. Mind you, the ceviche was cool, but the fish and chip was bad. So I don't think it's a place that is known for its great food. But then again, I could be wrong. I only had 2 dishes. Probably more focused on their drinks and the ambiance and view. I will say the DJ, he was playing reggaeton, he was playing reggae, he was playing dancehall. I was definitely impressed by his palette in music. And then later on, he was playing hip hop and stuff. The music was great. The view was great. There were beautiful people scattered about at this bar. So a little later, Tay comes, we sit there, we have a few drinks. Tay is also a content creator. You might want to check out his channel, International Tay, or Tay International, excuse me. So he usually carries around his mirrorless camera. He kind of uses it to, create conversation and content with the women, other than, having a small camera such as a DJI Osmo Pocket. There's some women there taking some pictures, and he kind of gets in there and starts taking pictures of this lady, this young woman. She's actually very attractive, had a nice body, with a few friends, and he says she's going to give them the photos. And then they're sitting at a table. There are 3 of them, and they kind of flirting and call us over. So we go over there. We know it's awkward because there's no small table for 5, but they kind of convinced the waiters or whatever to, let them sit here and bring us. So we sit down, and this is where it starts. Now I'm going to call this one, because I don't remember their names, the one in the brown shirt, the Mama-san. She's a master manipulator. So we're sitting there for a while, and this has happened to me before. So sometimes it clicks in your brain. So they're drinking, and they're like, oh, let's toast. And I honestly had 2 pisco sours. I didn't need another drink. I think Tay had a drink or pisco. I was good on drinks, but okay. So we ordered drinks. Mind you, it takes the waiters a while to give us drinks. I don't know if they were trying to help us. I don't know if they knew what was going on, but it took them a while. Like they were acting a little like they, I don't know if they were trying to help us, but eventually it came over. I ordered a drink. I had a drink, and then Tay ordered a drink, had a drink. So we're talking, we're flirting with these women. So then there's another one says she's indigenous. She's vibing like on some sexy vibe. Like she's saying, standing up, talking about she's all natural and she's from the jungle and she's an Amazonian woman or whatever, And the one that's the mama sign, she's probably the most attractive out of the three. She got a really nice body and she has on really classy clothing. You could tell she's getting some money or she's being taken care of. The third woman is she's visibly older than the other two. I think she says she was 40 something years old. I tell them my age. He tells them they can't believe our ages, whatever. So the music is playing at this time. The DJ is he's playing some hip hop. He got on some who's hot, who's not. Tell me who rocks, who sell out in the store. So, we're dancing in our chairs and stuff because it's a bar. There's no dance floor, so you're not really allowed to dance there. But we're vibing because the music is good. We have our drinks and so on and so forth. Then they start say, hey, let's go to a discotheque, let's go dance, let's go dance. And then she gets up and does a little dance and stuff. And she's playing into the camera and they're being very friendly, like women who kind of hustle you do. This is Lima. It's a little bit different. Now, there's nothing guaranteeing that this woman was true Peruvian woman or whatever, right? It's all good, but it seems more like the hustle you would get from Venezuelans in Colombia, right? No shot at them, but I've been around those women more and I've seen this happen. So, of course, they're like, oh, let's go. So she's like, check, and I was like, boom, that's when it clicked. The play they always do is they invite you over. They push for you to get a drink because they know they can't get you to pay for their drinks if you didn't drink at all. So boom, they hit Tay with the bill. I was definitely not going to pay the bill because I ate, I had 2 drinks and I paid the bill with me and Tay. Even Tay only had 1 drink. But when it's like that, when it's no pettiness, he had 1 drink, I had 2 drinks and food. So of course I was just going to pay that bill. I wouldn't ask my boy, oh, let me get the money for your drink. I'm not petty like that, but I wasn't going to try to pay for everybody's drink when I just paid a bill for about the same 200 soles, which is probably like $35, maybe $40 or somewhere in that vein, right? So Tay pays for, the drinks, which is all of our drinks. I don't know how many drinks they had. I don't know if that was all their first drink 1 round or not. He pays. She's already, the mama song chick, she's already called the Uber. Let's go to the club. I think the club name was Bazaar. We get on the elevator, we go down. Tay, before we get in the elevator, I said, Tay, let me tell you what's going on. I said, they're going to try to get us to go to the club with them. They're going to go to a section and try to get us to order a bottle or just pay for their drinks. This is the play. This is what they do. I said, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not spending no money on these women. I said, the green one acts like she's ready to get busy with one of us. Like she was more trying to get smashed. That's the vibe I got from her. She was very flirty. She was opening her shirt, showing her cleavage a little bit, things like that. I said, you're better off just inviting her to go with you and I'll walk home. So what happened is they were already in the taxi. We went up to the taxi, we said goodnight. And we saved ourselves from being super rizzed because that is what was going to happen. And I know there's some people who have experienced this before, and this goes on probably all around the world. But me mentioning it and telling you the story just to put your antennas up because this happens all the time. Women flirt with you, they invite you to their table or to their section, and then they try to sucker you into paying their bill, which was to add injury to insult. And it's not a big deal, but they were going to try to take it to the next level and get us to go to the club with them and pay another bill Or they could have tried to slip something in our drink. Who knows? But these are the tales of a hustler's ambition. And this is story number 1. And I have plenty. It's your boss, International ZOE. Love is love, life is life, loyalty is priceless. Peace.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?